Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm outside today, so please bear with me with the sound, airplanes, cars, things like that. Had to find a place where I had enough room to do the video today. So if you've seen my last video, I did a review, kind of a tabletop review on the Savage 110 Tactical that I picked up. And now I need to get it ready to take to the range. And so what I'm going to do is bore sight it here with some space that I have here, as well as get the sight kind of dialed in. That way when I get out to the range, I should be on paper, on target, and then can go from there on really dialing in the scope and getting it ready. So I thought I'd take you on the little journey of my backyard bore sighting, and we'll see how well we can do with it. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I brought a yellow folder here. You can use a piece of paper, you can use whatever you got. But I'm going to draw a circle here, right in the middle. Around 2-inch circle or so. And I'm going to color it in. Basically all we want to do is get it nice and black so that we can see it from about 25 yards away on this piece of paper. So nothing fancy, just a yellow paper with a big black dot on it. I'm going to set this about 25 yards out. I've got a fence out there. I will staple it to the fence and then we'll move on from there. Okay, so as you can see, I got that yellow piece of paper with the black dot on it out there at the fence line. And so now we're going to take a look at, through the bore, take a look at how we're going to do that and how we're going to line up the bore with that black dot. All right, now that we got our target set up out there with that big black dot, next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the bolt. Every rifle is a little different, so you got to remove your bolt. Remove your bolt. Now you should be able to look down your bore, directly down the rifle, and line up that target. Okay, so a few things here. If you've got a bench vise, that's great. That'll hold the rifle perfectly square and in place. Makes it a lot easier. If you don't have a bipod, you'll need a sandbag or something like that underneath the front. As well as the back, you'll need some kind of pillow or sandbag or something to help prop it up so that once you get it in place, it stays there in place. Because what you're going to do now is look down the barrel and line up that black dot centered on your bore. Look from the back, looking straight down the rifle. Now, I'll try to get some video of this as well. I don't know how well it'll come out. But basically, as you look down the bore, down the rifling, you're going to see your rifle and it's going to get smaller as it goes forward. Because of that, you're going to see rifling and things are on the outside of it, and it's going to get narrower as it goes down the barrel. What you want to do is try to center that so everything looks centered, and then put your black dot in the middle of that center. Like I said, I'll try to get some videos here while it comes out. Next thing you do is going to look down the bore, see if we can't take a look here. All right, so that's about it. Next thing we want to do is look through your scope. Now that you get your scope mounted, take a look down. Get down on your rifle as if you were going to shoot it. Stay tuned to some other videos because I'm going to change the comb and the length of pull on this, and we'll kind of look at how we do that as well. But we look down the scope. We can make our adjustment now. We can see our dot, and we just basically want to adjust our sight right on top of that. So if you have to go up, left, whatever it is, now you're just going to make the adjustments on your scope to bring your crosshairs or your point right to where you want as your center of target. So for me, I'm just about straight. I just need to bring it left. So we're going to crank this down left. Bring it right over. Okay, now we've got the scope where we want it to. We can lock it down, and now we're basically bore sighted. Now when we take this out to the range, we'll fire a few shots, and then we can really zero it in. But this gets us on paper. Now we get up to the range, we're not going to be missing where our shot's going, 3 feet out to the left or right, up or down. Now we should be in an area of a target size that we can really zero this in now exactly where we want it, and it'll save us a lot of time once we get to the range. All right, so stay tuned. I'm going to go out to the range here probably the next week or so, get this out to there. We'll see how well the bore sighting worked, and then we'll come back and readjust the sights to narrow it down and get it right on target and do some test shooting. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please put them down below. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. Until we see you again, happy shooting.